Okay guys, second video. We're near Kassel now. And we want to talk with you about the luck in dogfighters.
The dice rolls.
The dice rolls, and we had a lot of people asking or telling that the luck in dogfighters is, yes, very dominant. And why it is so dominant, and because they can plan their movings, they can do everything right in their eyes, and getting punished by bad die rolls. And this is something, yes, that this is quite unfair, or they feel it is quite unfair if they're doing all the maneuvering right, and then they're in a perfect position, and the die rolls are punishing them because they don't hit anything, or if they hit anything, they don't do damage. And yes, it's important to us that dogfighters is based on with a certain amount of luck. Yeah, and this is because if you read texts about dogfights, about veterans of World War I, World War II, or later conflicts, they all tell you that at the moment when you enter a dogfight, you're in the hands of the gods. Because there are happening so many weird things, and you can't. Yes, you have to be lucky if you come out in one piece.
And it's not really true that most people, or many people, ask us that why we have so much luck. The most people realize, maybe they think in the first 2 rounds or so, that it's very luck dependent. But if you play an entire mission, or especially if you play more than one mission, they don't even ask the question, because they understand overall, over the many turns, the luck is randomized, and then you have it's not so much luck dependent. Just the actual turn, or the actual maneuver, or if you fire, if you hit or not. But if you entire mission or entire campaign, it has close no effect. But you have the crazy and the thrilling moments, because you never know what happened because of that luck.
Yeah. So don't see dogfighters as a hardcore strategic or tactical air combat game. Because this is not the way dogfighter is.
It is hardcore strategy, but you cannot rely exactly on if you're doing that, then this happens.
You cannot rely on all the outcomes of the combat, and it's more like a movie. It's more like a movie. It's like a video game. It's like an action blockbuster where you have thrilling moments, but where you have to throw some dice, and the dice can punish you, or it can be a trip for Alien glory. And this is, if you're fine with this, then dogfighters has a lot to offer. It has a lot to offer in terms of thrilling moments, of really tense combat. Of course, you can improve your positions and help and push your luck. Because if you manage to maneuver into a higher position in the back, in the tailing position of the enemy, and if you have the better pilot, then you don't hit on a 6, you're hitting on a 4 or even a 3, so you can push your luck, but it doesn't mean you auto hit or auto kill anybody.
Overall, it's really the strategic. How good you know your fighter, how good you can control it, and this is the
push your luck, throw some dice, have some fun, and after all, have a beer or two.
And it not only removes entirely the thrilling, surprising effects which can happen if the clouds turns and catching you or whatever happens. It's one thing more, if it's very deterministic and you really know if you're making this, then for sure this will happen, or for sure you will deal this damage, then you can really calculate like you're playing chess in the future, and then you need 10 times more time to plan, and you are set if you make one mistake, because you did this mistake because this decision, and you get mad and don't have surprises, and so you have the same amount of strategic feeling and thinking about what you do, how to act, how to fly, and still get the surprise, and they take away the effect that it was exactly this move that ruined everything or so, because it's the luck just plays with it.
And in doubt, just grab some dice, roll them and roll better than your enemy, and everything is fine. Okay, so that's about the luck factor in dogfighters, and yeah, we're
See you
doing
again.
it in German. See ya.